Okay, so you, if you're at home, if you're like many, you vowed to start eating better this year. But what happens when you're on the go and you need to eat out? That diet can go by the wayside very quickly. Performance coach Jacob Zemer says you can make healthy choices while you're out, and by the looks of these pictures, it's fair to say he knows what he's talking about. Jacob is here today to show us how to do all of it. Good morning and welcome to the Pix 11 Morning News. Jacob
Morning.
Zemer.
How are you?
I'm great. We're glad that you're on the show. We have a lot of questions because health and wellness, it's what we all strive to be healthy. And going out to eat can take our diets and just, throw them out the window. So as someone who has studies this, you study the human condition, why we do fitness the way we do. Why do we struggle when it comes to our diet when we eat out? Because a lot of us think, oh my God, I'm eating out, it's a treat.
Yeah. I think there's multiple components. The first is that when you're dieting, you want to have a plan. And so when you're out to dinner, it's very easy to get into a state of being impulsive. You're around people, there's peer pressure, and you don't really have an idea of what you're walking into. And so you just make your decisions rashly. I think also, you don't realize how many calories are in restaurant food. Restaurant food tastes better for a reason. It's because of butter, sugar, and oil. So that steak you cook at home, it might only have 400 calories. But when you get it at a restaurant, it's going to have 1,100 calories. And that's a significant difference.
That's right.
So I'd say have a plan before you walk in, look at the menu, or have an idea of what you're going to go and make a stop if you're running errands. And then secondly, just be aware of anything you're eating, it has more calories than you imagine it does.
100%. Okay, so I would like to name a couple of places, and then maybe you can tell me what the best thing is to order. So here's a place that many of us like, Starbucks, Chipotle. Show us, what are some of the healthy choices we make when we go to those places? Because they're all around us. Let's start with Shake Shack.
Great. So Shake Shack is probably not the ideal place to go if you're trying to diet. But the reality is that you might have kids or you might be with friends and they're going to just want to go to these places and you're kind of stuck in the situation. The key is not to obliterate your diet while there. It's to walk in and say, how am I going to survive this situation? And the reality is that you can walk out of Shake Shack and have a 400 calories less meal and be full and not have overate. A hamburger only has less than 400 calories from Shake Shack.
Okay.
A cheeseburger has less than 500 calories for Shake Shack. Again, wouldn't be my go-to option if you're trying to eat healthy, but you can walk in there and still be successful.
Okay.
Every piece of French fries has 27 calories. So if you
One
add a
French fry?
One French fry.
So like I'm holding up my eye brush, my eyeshadow
one.
brush, like a French fry. There's 27 calories.
It's probably smaller than that, but yes, one French fry.
Dios mío. Okay, so moral of the story, if you're going to go to Shake Shack, get a burger. And
Get
call
a
it a
burger
day.
and don't eat all your kids' fries.
You knew that's where I was going to go next because I always make my kids order French fries so I can say, Mommy just wants one or 17. Okay,
No,
so you're driving down the street. Okay, I'm not going to do Shake Shack. Oh, look, there's a Chipotle. Apparently, one of my teammates, Dan Manarino, loves a Chipotle. What should he order when he goes?
Well, this is a great situation because you could go from a 400-calorie burrito all the way to a 1,400-calorie burrito. It's the same thing. Think about, Mary, almost like if you're buying a car. They tell you the price of the car, and then you go in, and then you add all the features.
Right, sticker
and
shock.
it just went up. It just went up significantly in price. The same is true with a burrito. You can go in there and get beans or rice. You can still get a half a portion of cheese, get the meat of your choice, and stock it full of vegetables and salsa, and you're going to have a great 400-calorie meal. But if you add sour cream and guacamole and you do cheese and rice and beans, you're walking out of there with 1,400, and that's an entire day of eating if you're a female who's dieting.
Right, or a male who's dieting, Jacob. There are plenty of dudes that are dieting too.
No. It's probably 2/3 of your calories if you're dieting, if you're a male. Males just happen to be typically bigger, and so they can eat more calories. So we get a little bit more room.
It's very true. My producer, Tracy Chevrier, only survives producing me because she goes to Starbucks every day because I literally drive her to drink. She can't drink alcohol in the middle of the day, so she goes to Starbucks. But those drinks, Jacob, there's a lot of calories in them. So what should she go and order?
Well, you have to decide, does Tracy actually like coffee or does she like dessert?
Both.
Exactly, because a mocha frappuccino is as many calories as a small vanilla milkshake.
What?
It's the same thing. Yeah. It's the same thing. If you're going to get a bunch of pumps of flavor in your coffee,
Right.
you've just added 150, 200 calories. And again, if you choose to do that, just understand that might be 10% of your daily calories just in your coffee before you even start the day. The good news is Starbucks has a ton of healthy options. They've got those egg white bites, which are
Right.
phenomenal, only 170 calories. Even the regular egg bites that aren't egg whites, they're less than 300 calories.
They're a healthier
They
choice than like a Frappuccino. We're running out of time. I have so many more questions.
Sure. Go ahead.
Sushi, many people think sushi is healthy. Oh my gosh, I am the picture of health. To which you
Great.
say, what?
To which I'd say to you, first question when you're going out to dinner, and this is pivotal, is this a special occasion or is this just a Tuesday night and you were bored of cooking and so you need to order something? Those are drastic approaches how you take it. If it's your birthday, if it's a holiday, if it's a special occasion, enjoy yourself. You shouldn't be that obsessed about food. But if you're just going out to sushi and it's just a Tuesday, then make sure that you're keeping it to about 2 rolls and not specialty rolls, but just typical classic rolls. Every roll of sushi has approximately 250 calories. Sashimi is a great alternative. There's only 35 calories per piece of sashimi. You could get 12 pieces of sashimi, be perfectly full, and have had a great healthy meal.
I mean, Jacob, we gotta fold you up in our pockets and take you with us everywhere you go. We're out of time, but these people have questions.
I just have one quick question. I'm so sorry.
Sure.
Thank you for doing this. But is there a myth about brown rice versus white rice when you're getting, I think for a thing like sushi, right? Because everyone's like, oh, the brown rice is so much healthier, but is it really?
Great. So that's a great question. Just because something is healthy doesn't mean it's going to help you lose weight. Brown rice has more fiber than white rice, and fiber is great for your blood pressure and cholesterol. So that's amazing to have over white rice. I would opt as an adult to get brown rice, but that's not going to mean that you're going to lose weight because you had brown rice instead of white rice.
What about cauliflower rice?
Oh, I love cauliflower rice.
That is a great option. It's very low in calories. It's still got fiber. It's filling, and that's a great substitution. I think dieting is all about getting rid of what you don't need and still having some of what you can't live without. Often I'll have a tequila a couple nights a week because I can't live without tequila, but I could live without white rice.
See, we got to start a campaign to bring back the cauliflower rice at Chipotle.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
And I also think it's safe to say that, Jacob Zemer, you are a wealth of information. We so appreciate your time, and you've given us some really useful tips.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely, and you can follow Jacob in his journey, what he does with his clients, what he does with everyday people,
Okay.
what he does with himself, his Instagram page at Jacob Zemer, Z-E-M-E-R.
Great.